All right, let's get to winners and losers. And we're going to play a little game of chicken here because you're going to start, and we'll see how quickly Wilson can get back to his empty blue lit chair. Who's your biggest winner from week 5?
You know what, Brinson? My winner is Jameis Winston. Look, we saw the stats. Jameis Winston is as good as Drew Brees. The Saints upgraded at quarterback, and everyone in America who watched that game today, which wasn't much because I think it was only one of those games is only on like 2% of the country. But we got the full Jameis Winston experience. That first quarter, we got a Jameis interception, we got a Jameis fumble, and then Jameis bounced back, and he peaked with a 72-yard touchdown pass, a Hail Mary, threw 2 more touchdown passes in the second half. The man threw 4 touchdowns against a crappy Washington defense. But you know what? Jameis has looked, for the most part, pretty good, and the Saints are 3-2. And I didn't ever think I would call Jameis Winston my winner any week this season, but I'm giving it to Jameis.
Wilson, do you have a winner from week 5 for us? If you don't, I'm happy to go ahead.
I got one.
Okay.
The Los Angeles Chargers, and in particular, Justin Herbert. Huge win.
And Brandon Staley.
And Brandon Staley. Yeah, he should be at the top of that list. Huge win against a really, really good football team in Cleveland. And it was touch and go the whole game. The game went back and forth. But Justin Herbert finished with 398 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, and just wearing out defenses. And that Browns defense is really, really good. And I think these guys are going to win the division. And I think my guy, Justin Herbert, is going to end up being the MVP. And he will dunk on Breech when he accepts the award in January.
Ooh, now there's a question. If Justin Herbert wins MVP, clearly the tattoo is not happening before January. Would that nullify the tattoo?
No, someone tweeted at me and Breech tonight asking what the update was on the tattoo. Of course, Breech didn't respond, but I said it's still waiting for him. There we go. Thank you.
Raber McCray says my loser is Breech for not coming through on the tattoo design.
Oh, he missed. He missed. Oh, and he may have pulled a hamstring or a muscle, and there is complete elation.
Hamstring or a muscle. I love it.
My winner is the band Wilco.
What?
I'm just kidding. It's a dad rock joke. Tom Brady's 44, and this dude is dropping bombs all over. He went down to Miami and put a nuclear warhead on his old buddy Brian Flores and the Dolphins defense by throwing for 411 yards and 5 touchdowns. He's 44. 44. He is 4 years older than me. He's 4 years younger than Breech. He's 17 years younger than Wilson.
Just 4.
I mean,
the point taken.
He's doing this at 44, and he gets tackled. He's so limber. It's unbelievable. Tom Brady is redefining everything we know, and I really think what we were saying earlier with the Buccaneers, that his stats and what they're doing, and because of their schedule, and because they're going to be a dogfight with the Packers for the number 1 seed in the NFC, and you need that number 1 seed to get the bye, that Tom Brady may shatter every conceivable passing record this year because he's linked up with this vodka root beer slugging lunatic, no risk it, no biscuit, Bruce Arians, and they're just chunking it deep and they don't care. And he's 44 and he's doing this. It's insane. He has 3 Hall of Fame careers. Breech, you're a loser.
My loser is a group of people called kickers. It pains my heart to say that. But look, we all saw what happened in week 5. There were 24 missed kicks. Ryan mentioned the 12 missed extra points, which is tied for the most ever in a single week in the Super Bowl era in NFL history. So that record could break on Monday night if either Indianapolis or the Ravens ends up missing an extra point. But it was an ugly week. Not only did we have 12 missed extra points, also 12 missed field goals. The Packers and Bengals combined for 6 missed kicks. The Texans and Patriots combined for 4 missed kicks. So they're just missed kicks everywhere. I mean, it was just kicks going wide right, kicks going wide left.
Didn't they miss their first 3 extra points or 4 extra points?
The Texans missed their first 2.
But the Patriots missed.
All 3 touchdowns. The first 3 touchdowns in that game all had missed extra points. Brinson. Yes, correct. So it was a sad day for fans of special teams everywhere, including myself. And so I guess I can include myself on the loser list. Kickers and Breech.
Are you crying?
It was like fake
You got your
rubbing a tear away. I was adding emotion to my story.
And the Bengals lost despite the other team's kicker missing
27 times.
27 field goals. Is this the longest ever? Is that Divas?
It's official. It's official.
Really? Oh, we did it! Hey!
Unbelievable.
But we're
Imagine
still-
if we started.
Okay,
after
I'm done with
Sunday
winners
night.
losers. I can go. Good night.
Yep. You're a loser. You're sticking here. All right, Wilson, who you got?
Look, I could say the Chiefs here, but I know the Chiefs are actually a good football team. Will get better, so I'm going with the obvious choice and one that I may stick with for some time. The Jaguars. Urban Meyer is an absolute train wreck. Shad Khan was short-sighted.
Bamboozled?
No, I think he look. We talked about it before. I think he's a billionaire. He built his company by himself, and to be blinded by Urban Meyer college coach, who has been an absolute disaster in Jacksonville and clearly overwhelmed and out of his element. It's just straight up. It's nuts. And this is worse than Freddie Kitchens. This is worse than Steve Wilkes. This is worse than Hugh Jackson during his 0-22 streak or whatever it was. This is like straight up like embarrassing.
We've been doing this since like 2008, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember a worse coaching hire.
Like even Rod Marinelli, when he went winless in Detroit, it wasn't from lack of trying. It was just from lack of talent.
It also wasn't 5 weeks in. You're like, should this guy just walk away? It's unbelievable. My loser will be Joseph Judge.
Ooh.
And I feel bad about this, but and this is not like Joe Judge sucks and he's a loser, but the try hard thing where he makes everybody sprint, everything's sort of backfiring on him in an unfortunate way. Saquon Barkley suffered an ankle injury that looked really bad. It was swollen to the point that it looked like a goiter on his ankle. He's probably not going to be around for a few2 That's a dagger. Daniel Jones was wobbling around the field because Jason Garrett called 2 power runs and then did the obvious thing and optioned out Daniel Jones to the left, like everyone knew he would do, and the Cowboys knew. They stopped it, and he got hit hard. He was carted off. Kadarius Toney, their number 1 draft pick, had a monster game, 189 receiving yards, but then he got ejected because he punched someone's helmet with his hand. Kenny Golladay, their high-priced free agent signing, dealt with a hamstring injury all preseason. Now is dealing with a knee injury. Sterling Shepard didn't play. Darius Slayton didn't play. Everyone's hurt. They're 1-4. And I think that Joe Judge's aggressive turbo Nick Saban, Bill Belichick Jr. act will wear very thin if this team keeps losing games, and it will probably end poorly. And Dave Gettleman, in an attempt to save his job, will scapegoat Joe Judge, and the Morrows will probably keep Dave Gettleman, and he'll sign Saquon Barkley to an extension, and Joe Judge can go back to coaching special teams somewhere. Sorry, Joseph. That's it. That's the
That
show.
was the Brinson 2 a.m. rant special.
Yeah, I don't think he's a bad coach. It's just not going to work out.